Alright everyone, let's settle in now. Tonight, we're going to talk about something that sounds a little scary, but is actually just a normal, predictable, and remarkably boring part of the US system. Government shutdowns. You might have seen it on the news. National parks closed, federal offices empty, employees on unpaid leave. Take a moment to fully picture those quiet, closed gates. It can sound dramatic, but I assure you, it's not really a decision someone makes with a big red button. It's actually built right into the underlying detailed, tedious rules of how the US government handles its money. Relax your shoulders now. Let's just look at the simple, quiet rules. Governments, just like any large, organized household, need money to operate. Every year, Congress is supposed to pass something called appropriations bills, which are basically the government's annual spending plans for all its departments. The US fiscal year starts on the 1st of October and ends the 30th of September. A consistent, predictable date. Now, if Congress doesn't approve these spending bills on time, if they simply miss that mandated deadline, the government doesn't have legal funding to operate. That's when a shutdown quietly and automatically happens. Sometimes, to avoid a full shutdown, Congress will pass a continuing resolution. This is a temporary fix, just a small patch on a large problem that keeps the government running for a short time, while lawmakers continue negotiating the full budget. Take a long, slow, deep breath now. Feel the air go out slowly. A shutdown affects government operations in a very clear, organized, and unhurried way. But non-essential services stop, and employees are often furloughed, meaning they are sent home without pay until funding is restored. So, in a way, a shutdown is just the system enforcing its rules. No money, no work, a simple, predictable, bureaucratic consequence. You might wonder why Congress doesn't just pass the budget on time. The answer is usually politics. The president and Congress might be from different parties, and lawmakers often disagree on policies or priorities, the little details that stop the whole machine. Sometimes, specific conditions are attached to spending bills, like funding for certain projects or cuts to social, and sometimes a shutdown is used as a negotiation tactic to force compromise. A quiet political maneuver used only when all else fails. So it's less about money literally running out and much, much more about political gridlock. The effects of a shutdown can be widespread. Federal employees may work without pay or be put on furlough. Public services like national parks, museums, passport applications, and administrative permits can be paused. Economically, every week of shutdown costs billions of dollars, softly slowing down parts of the economy. Politically, the public often blames the party seen as responsible for the stalemate, which can have lasting consequences for approval ratings. Even though it feels chaotic, it's essentially the system working as designed, just with politics making it painful. The shutdown ends in one of two main predictable ways. Usually, Congress passes a spending bill or a temporary resolution, and the president signs it. In some urgent cases, the president can authorize emergency spending to maintain essential services. Once that necessary signature is obtained and the paperwork processed, government operations return to normal and employees receive their pay. Money must be authorized by Congress, and without it, non-essential services automatically stop. While it may feel dramatic and inconvenient, it's just the system enforcing its own rules, with politics adding extra tension and pressure. Understanding shutdowns helps us see that they are not random crises but predictable outcomes of how us federal budgeting works. You don't have to worry about the complexity now. Just let your mind accept the simple, quiet rule. Go to sleep. Good night.